Hey there everyone, this is Mrs. Sharpley, and today we are going to be going over how to play Theme Uno. And you guys already know that when we read a fictional text, the author typically would like for us to learn a lesson or moral of the story. And that lesson or moral is also the theme. So the way Theme Uno works is very much like the regular game Uno. So you may play with 2, 3, or 4 players. And I've set it up to play with 2 players today, even though I'm sitting all by myself. And you are going to deal 5 cards for the partner. I have 5 cards for myself. I have all of my cards down, face down, and then we have 1 card to get us started. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 5 cards here, and I'm actually going to look at what my 5 cards are. Okay. Now the first card that is laid down, we're actually not going to be reading that card. That's just telling us what number and color we're starting with. So if I get to go first, then I can either put a red card down or a 5 card. And I don't have a 5, so I'm going to go ahead and put my red card down right here. All right. And it says, determine the theme. Derek has an accident and can't come to school for a month. His best friend visits him every day. He's lucky to have a friend like that. So I think the theme is going to be being nice and being a good friend. It's going to be something about friendship. There is a little cheat sheet here that gives us some common themes like acceptance, perseverance, friendship, honesty, compassion, kindness, courage, cooperation, responsibility, and greed. And then there are some other common themes as well. But I'm going to go ahead and go with friendship. And then the person that I'm playing with can go ahead and look at the answer sheet. And for the red number 1, so here's my red number 1, it is friendship. So I was correct. So I get to go ahead and leave my card there, and it is the next player's turn. Okay, so now the next player is looking at their card, all right, and they, if they didn't have a red, they would have to draw one, and then it turns into the next person's turn. Even if you draw a card and you have the right color, you still don't get to play. You draw one, and then it moves on, you lose your turn. But this player does have a red, so we'll pretend like they're putting it down, and it'll say, determine the theme. Emmanuel's dog died of old age. His teacher makes sure he is okay and allows him to visit the guidance counselor. So I think the theme is going to be something about animals. So it's going to be animals, I think, is the theme. So that person who put that card down, so we'll go ahead and take a look, and that is red number 3, and red number 3 is compassion. And compassion is being understanding to somebody who's maybe in a difficult spot. So that one is incorrect. So that person would then have to draw 2 cards and hold on to those 2 cards. They also have to take the card they got wrong back. So now they have 3 new cards, and then it is the next player's turn. So you can put your color down and you have to answer it correctly. If you don't answer it correctly, then you draw 2 cards and you take your card back, and then it is the other player's turn. Now we still have reverse and skipping and draw 2 and wild cards, and those cards kind of walk us through it, but let's just take a look here. So we have a wild, draw 4, determine the theme. So you still, in order to, you can put it down, but you have to answer it right, and if you answer it right, then you get to pick the color that you want it to be, and then the other player will draw 4, and then they lose their turn. And then let's see, let's look at, here is a skip. It says determine the theme, so you can put down the blue if it's blue and skip the other person you're playing with, but if you answer incorrectly, then you have to take it back. It does not skip the person you're playing with. You can only skip them if you answer it correctly. All right, well, have fun and enjoy practicing determining the theme. Okay, guys? Have a good one.